Allison Gormly figured out some airport how-tos to help you make sure that your trip gets off on the right foot.
Flying can be stressful. That's why there are a few things we want you to know before you go to Indy's airport. First, check for flight delays before you hit the road. If everything is on time, plan for a morning rush there anyway.
The busiest time, no matter what day it is 5 in the morning to 7 in the morning. We have the most travelers flying out during that time.
TSA's Aaron Batt says security opens at 3:30 in the morning. Next, know where to park in the economy lot. There are more open parking spots if you drive straight to the back near shelters 17, 18, and 19. That's because people tend to park where we enter the lot.
Please enter following the guide.
And where the bus starts its route at shelter 10. Bus pickups go in numerical order, ending at shelter 22. If you're running late during peak time, you might want to avoid the last stop because a full bus may pass you by. When it comes to the security line, it's typically small mistakes that slow it all down. For example, empty water bottles are fine because there's no fluid inside. What's not fine? Liquids, gels, or aerosols more than 3.4 ounces, unless it's milk, baby food, or medication.
If it moves, it's not a solid and probably needs to be in your checked luggage.
And if you bring something you're not supposed to, it winds up here before heading off to a state surplus auction. In this bin, we have more pocket knives than you can really count, a big old wrench, and a bat from everyone who decided to visit Louisville.
And sometimes security finds more serious stuff in a carry-on.
Here at Indianapolis, we typically average around 60 firearms a year that are discovered at the security checkpoint. This year, we're already at 79.
And that will very likely make you miss your flight. Last but not least, if you're hungry, double check the vendor's hours.
All right, I'm going to go back to the stuff in the bin because that's everybody's favorite part. It's worth noting that people give up these items. They're not technically confiscated because they do have the opportunity to bring them back to the car, but no one does.
Yeah, or go back and ship them home.
Exactly. As for where they go, there's a website called govdeals.com. It's a state surplus auction, so anything that the government is selling off, you can find there.
Yeah, you can go find some bats and wrenches.
Yeah, I just saw
cop cars. It's a plethora of things, that website.
a bunch of free stuff.
Yeah, I bet a lot of Swiss Army knives too.
Oh my gosh, so many. I had to be careful, like ruffling through them all.
I thought that.
Yeah, great story, good tips. Thanks, Allison.